Alright guys, B11 here, back more Yakuza Kiwami. I love how, like, right when I started here, the live feed update started, so I guess we're gonna listen to that. That's probably gonna be a short one, I would assume. And of course I got an ad. So anyway, continuing on with Yakuza Kiwami. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, but it's 11:07. Yeah, could have gotten an earlier start today, but had to do some research.
Some of your questions along the way. So we started the day yesterday.
I had to do some research on health insurance, so that was fun. Because fuck off. Because I talked about this already. Next year, I have to get my own health insurance because I turn 26 next year. So I had to do some research on that, and also because I'm not Okay, can we not do that?
And she doesn't care what it takes to get those outcomes. If people want to say she's weak, pathetic,
yeah, so that was fun. Obviously I have to sort that out eventually, within the next month or two. I mean, technically, if I'm gonna go with Obamacare, that doesn't open up until beginning of November, but either way, I have to get that sorted out. That's fun.
It's a pitch. It's a pretty decent pitch. And it's gonna get into Cody's head a little bit.
Ah, shit, I fucked up there.
But
oh, I fucked up. I pushed it too long.
Not quite as impassioned as I needed it to be. He tells Cody, look, Memphis has already told me he's voting me out. Memphis basically told me that he's voting me out because he wants the strong players gone. He wants the weak players to stay in the game. That he wants
yeah, so I do have today off. Plan is Yakuza bit here for a few hours, and after that, focus on I'm gonna edit my Big Red Canada video, and if I can get a start to something else, probably Australian Outback retrospective. We'll see though. Tonight is Big Brother, and also the vice presidential debate, which I kind of want to watch. So, wait, where am I going? It's not that one. It's this one. There we go.
It's never gonna happen. So if I go, it's 3v2. You, Enzo, and Nicole versus Christmas and Memphis. If I stay, it's 4v1. Us four against Memphis, and he's a beast, but we can take him. Cody's hearing this. He's not giving much back, but he does ask Tyler, okay, can you tell me though, like, why didn't you come to me during the triple about that vote flip? Like, why didn't you ever talk to me about that? And Tyler was like, I just never had a chance, the timing just didn't work out, that's all it was. It wasn't anything else like that.
So I'm assuming that's the end of the chapter, I would guess. Okay, well, or a cutscene.
Like, Cody is hearing what Tyler is saying. It's a great logical argument, but there's not, the emotional component is not there. Tyler is not trustworthy enough.
Okay. Just got a scam call, so that's lovely.
To Cody, that they don't have enough of a bond, they don't have enough trust for Cody to go, okay, the logic side makes sense, but what about the emotional side of this? And this is weird because I've always considered Tyler to be a very emotional, social player, and so it's weird for him to have the correct logical argument but not have enough emotion to back it up. But that's exactly where it is right now. He just doesn't have that connection to Cody. He is not able. He's saying the right words, but he's not able to say them in the right way to make it hit the right tone. And so this is ultimately going to fall flat, even though it's a decent pitch here. And it is going to get Cody thinking, at the very least, and that's part of what he needed. Now, in the meantime, Memphis is going to talk to Enzo, and this is a great 1-2 punch for Tyler. It's that Memphis talks again to Enzo about how Christmas needs to stay next week. But next week, he will put up Christmas and Nicole if he wins HOH, but they need to make sure Christmas stays so that the wise guys make it to the Final Four. They're going to have to sit Cody down and be like, look, Christmas is staying.
So we got, what, 5 more chapters right now?
We need to do this. Nicole needs to go out. And he's talking a lot about keeping Christmas around, which is sketching Enzo out a little bit. Enzo's mind is now also running with possibilities of, okay, Memphis really wants to keep Christmas. I wonder if Memphis wants to, like, take her to the Final 3 instead of Cody. I mean, if he's willing to, like, sit Cody down and tell Cody that this is what we're doing regardless of what you want, then I wonder if he values Christmas over Cody. If we go to the Final 3 with myself, Memphis, and Christmas, and she takes him, and he might take her, especially with what Tyler is talking about, where Enzo can beat Memphis for Christmas. Why wouldn't Memphis take Christmas to the end over Enzo? It just makes a lot more sense. He has a better chance of beating her. He's starting to worry about this, and he talks to the cameras after his conversation with Memphis, and he expresses those worries. He says he's worried about Memphis. What if Memphis doesn't put Christmas on the block next week? What if he leaves her off the block and he takes out Nicole or Cody? It's like, maybe we do need to get rid of her this week. Then Memphis and Cody, they both take me to the Final 2. They take out Nicole for me. Like, maybe that is the play. I'm not sure. Enzo, you know, he's very good socially. He does not always grasp the sort of strategic ramifications of things. And this is really making his brain hurt. And so he's gonna go and talk to Cody. It's a long conversation. I mean, this is basically the entire day. Nicole's also gonna have some conversations with Christmas that are just both of them BSing each other about like how they're actually still super close. You know, nothing bad ever happened between us. And then Tyler's also gonna talk to the cameras a bit, just about like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm done here. Sucks. Love you, Angela. But basically, the rest of the night is going to be these conversations between Enzo, Cody, and then Nicole is going to join for a bit. And they're talking about potentially flipping this vote. Enzo says to Cody, "Look, do you trust that if you're on the block next to Christmas, that Memphis will want to keep you?" No, it's just a wrong to you. He's not fighting for her, yo. Why would he do that, yo?
Okay.
And Cody says, okay, yes, but as long as I'm on the block next to Christmas, I should be good. That even if he tries to cut me, he won't have the votes. Because if I'm next to Christmas and he's HOH, then you and Nicole keep me. If I'm on the block next to Christmas and anybody else is HOH, then and you or Nicole are HOH, then it's a 1-1 tie, and then you guys break the tie. Keep me. So if I'm on the block next to Christmas, I'm fine. It's just a matter of like, does he get cute and leave?
Okay, frame rate just dropped there.
And it was like, I'm about to get rid of Christmas this week, yo. That's it. She's too much, yo. They talk like they're so annoyed by her that she's trying to have conversations. She keeps following them everywhere. They hate having to talk to her so much. Like, it was one thing when there was 13 people in the house and you'd have like a conversation with Christmas every couple of days. But now it's like 5 times a day, and they can't take it. She's too much. And Enzo's just like, I gotta get rid of her, yo. She's gotta get out of here, yo. So he says that, and then Tyler joins. Tyler ends up interrupting the conversation, and they are not able to continue that conversation for a while. They end up hanging out in the HOH room for a long time. Then everyone eventually funnels out.
What the fuck is that?
And they get back to the conversation. And Enzo says, yo, I'm getting confused, yo. I'm getting mad confused, yo.
I really like this song, though.
Tyler.
This is also in Yakuza 0. For sure.
Memphis and Nicole, yo. And Cody's like, yeah, I mean, he definitely has a thing for Christmas, with Christmas. Like, they're definitely working together with this, like, that's dangerous. Enzo says, yo, I'm just telling him, I'm putting, he's telling me, yo, that he will put up Christmas in Nicole. That's it, yo. But he really wants Nicole out here. He's like, yeah, we gotta keep Christmas, yo. That's it. And Cody's like, well, that's interesting because he's telling me that he wants Christmas out. So he's obviously playing that whole thing.
Holy shit, RXP went up a lot.
Situation with the wise guys. He's trying to play me. Man, I just don't believe him. I don't believe him. I mean, if one of you or Nicole don't win the HOH, then and I don't win the veto, I'm out. Like I'm up for sure. I'm the target. And like for sure, you need to put Memphis on the block if you win next week. And I said, yeah, for sure, yo. I gotta put Memphis up, yo. And it's like, but I don't know what to do this week, yo. I'm getting stressed out, yo. Like, what do we do this week? And Cody's like, okay. Let's run through the scenarios again. If Tyler stays, he puts up Memphis and Nicole. Memphis comes down. I go up as the replacement. Yeah, you go up as the replacement, yeah. Okay. Does Tyler then go to Memphis and convince him to take me out? He gets one vote from Memphis. He breaks the tie. He takes me out. I don't know, Like, okay, so look at what he's done this week. Outing the committee, talking about trying to take me out. Like, I feel like he will do and say anything. And I don't think I can trust him to not try and make that happen. And if we burn Memphis, then Memphis might be inclined to do that, and we're just in the same spot we would be when Christmas is the HOH. Except Tyler's a lot more likely to win it. I don't know.
Fuck.
So again, Cody says, okay, well, here's the thing with Memphis. I think that Memphis he thinks he has this game locked. He's this macho, arrogant dude. He thinks he has the game locked because of this wise guys thing, right? He thinks if he gets out Nicole next week, and he's in the final four with the wise guys. He's got one wise guys over here, one wise guys over here. He's got final two deals all over the place. Then if he feels so comfortable with that, then there's a good chance he will go through with that and try to get to that structure. The only thing we need to worry about is if he tries to get cute at the final five, and he tries to say, you know what, let me just take out.
I was not expecting that quick of a thing. We're probably going to increase health.
She's easier to beat. We'll get to the 3.
Oh, wait, was I trying to do something else? Wait, no. I think I was trying to get attack 4, wasn't I?
That is a bad move,
or is it? Yeah. So we'll get one of these then.
If you take out Cody at the final 5, then you know how
fuck, I hate this thing. It really sucks.
Wise guy structure because now he's not seen as trustworthy, and then what is like or Christmas? You and Christmas are supposed to keep him over Nicole. Now that he's kept Nicole over me, like he's
okay.
You know, opening the door for.
At least they're not. It doesn't feel like guns are as overpowered in this game. That's ridiculous though. A chef with a fucking gun here.
And then lose that structure if he makes that move.
Fuck.
And that might keep him from doing it. What I'm really worried about with Cody is a Christmas HOH. If Christmas was HOH, there's nothing we can do because Memphis definitely stays off the block no matter what, unless she puts up me and you, Enzo, and then Nicole wins the veto, or me and Nicole and you win the veto, and take one of us down. We force force Memphis to the block. That's the only thing we can do. But like
not what I meant to do.
On that.
But whatever.
It's definitely not good if Christmas wins that HOH. She can't win that HOH. Yeah, I think the only way to avoid that is to clip Christmas this week. But if she gets clipped this week, who knows how Memphis takes that? Like that, again, like that could encourage him to link up with Tyler if he's pissed at us for flipping Christmas, then like that's not good. I'd rather keep things cordial with Memphis until we have to break that, until we have to blindside him, and I don't think we have to yet. Man, I don't know. Yo. So this is stressing me out, yo. This is stressing me out, yo. I don't know what to do, yo. And then Nicole comes out. She joins the conversation, and she says, okay, we need to have a serious discussion on who needs to go home and why. There's no easy answer here. And Cody says, well, Memphis and Christmas are obviously crazy tight. Nicole says, okay, but who are you more scared of, Tyler or Christmas? And I was like, Tyler, I'm not scared of Christmas, yo. I'm not even scared of Christmas at all, yo. That's it.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I can see Tyler winning out from here. Cody's like, yeah, that's true. It's true. We he could win out. I mean, he could win out from here. I don't think Christmas could win. Christmas is not good at competitions. The competitions she's won were handed to her. She won like one veto, one fake, like an HOH that came out of nowhere, right? And the veto that she was handed. Okay. I'm not scared. Nobody's scared of Christmas. Cody says, but here's the problem. Memphis wants the easiest path to the end, which means that after Tyler goes, I'm his biggest threat. And you can tell, this is the part of Tyler's campaign that was effective. It's in Cody's head that Memphis might want him gone next week if Tyler is gone. The logical part of this has infected Cody's mind. And it's making him think, and it's making him worry. The problem is, right now, as I said, the emotional component is not there. He does not trust Tyler. Anytime they get close to flipping, Cody remembers, oh, but Tyler's exposed to the committee. Tyler could flip Memphis. Tyler didn't come to me during the triple eviction. He just doesn't have... If he thought that Tyler was loyal to Triple Threat, that was loyal to...
I'll be back in a second.
Enzo, I think 1,000%.
We're back. Just trying to get everything set up again.
And she's talking about like Tyler, you know, much more like they don't win the competition. You know, all of these things that you know that
Sorry, that was my dog there.
Christmas. Nobody wants to be seen as scared of Christmas. And so she's doing this. This is the difference between true deliberation and manipulation. She's using this as to manipulate Cody and Enzo into going into the direction that she wants in this particular instance, which is Tyler gone. So they land on it. That's okay. Tyler goes. That's it. Tyler's leaving. Okay. Okay. Well, if Tyler, if Cody says if I go next week, you guys need to make sure you take out Memphis because I want one of you guys to win, and Memphis will be your biggest obstacle. So if I end up leaving in the final five, you guys better take out Memphis in the final four. And in the final three. And we see a little bit more of this from Cody that basically like, hey, if Memphis burns me, you better get him back. And also genuinely, he's the biggest threat to win at that point. So there it is. They talked through the options. They circled back around. We're still evicting Tyler. They do not plan on telling him yet until Thursday, and that Nicole will be the one to tell him. Part of the reason they're not telling him yet is that they're still thinking about it. But as of right now, they have logged back in to Tyler is going home. So Nicole leaves. Cody and Enzo continue talking. They talk a lot about whether Enzo should put Memphis on the block next week. Enzo continues to go back and forth. He's like, I would really show my cards, yo, but I don't know, yo. Like, I think I could just go to Memphis and be like, hey, yo, I want a best friend in this game. I got nobody else, yo. So I gotta make sure that Christmas goes home, yo. That's it.
God damn it.
And okay, so he's probably gonna put Memphis on the block, and then Enzo also talks like, okay, if I put Memphis on the block, yo, maybe
oh my God, this is so bad.
If he doesn't win that veto, Memphis and Christmas on the block together, yo. Maybe we take that shot at Memphis. Maybe we think about it, right? And Cody's like, yeah, I mean, we can think about it at that point, yeah. I think that Enzo wants Memphis out on his HOH. Because he feels like he needs a head on his mantle. He talks to Cody about this. You got Kevin and Keisha, yo. Like, your HOHs suck, yo. I think right now he's looking at his HOH, and he's thinking, I got Kaser out. Like, and I'm gonna get Christmas out. Like, I think that Enzo wants Memphis out just so he can say, I was the one that got Memphis out. And I think he kind of feels like, okay, that allows me to have a little bit more of a case in the final two. That Tyler telling Enzo that he can't beat Cody, I do think has gotten into his head a little bit. So Enzo says, they're talking about like the roots. Like, the root, man, the root.
Fuck.
We're doing it. And Cody's like, you never say the root. I don't remember if I talked about this on a previous update, but Cody and Enzo had a conversation about the root the other day.
This might be more useful because you can't really block this.
Yeah, it's the root, man. And Enzo was like, the roots. Yeah, it's the roots. And Cody's like, it's the root.
Oh, shit.
The root. They're like, yeah, the root. Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. It's like, no, you said it was roots. And so now Cody knows that Enzo has not been saying the roots in any of his diary rooms or anything like that. And Cody's like, I've been saying the root all season long, and lo and behold, you haven't been saying it at all. And Enzo's
there we
like,
go. Yeah, that's definitely better here.
I say you're my number one, yo, that's it. And he's like, nah, you're in there. I'm like the root. And you're in there like,
yeah, wow, this does a lot more damage actually. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, yo. So Enzo,
Oh,
Enzo
fuck.
says,
Okay, I can't walk back there? That's really fucking dumb.
I'm getting blood all over me, yo. And the audience is like, you want one thing, yo. Sit your dusty butt down, yo. That's it. Like,
Fuck!
I'm talking
The
about.
problem is that it's so much slower.
And so, he's self-aware. He gets it.
Oh.
And then Cody's like, well, at least
I didn't realize
nobody
that was
will
a
put
thing.
us up together. Like, probably nobody would put us up together.
Fuck, I can't block
and
this,
then
I
he's
guess.
like, well, yeah, except for
Oh, no.
Christmas, yo. Cody's like, you think she'd put us like straight up? He's like, yeah, yo, I think she'd put us two up right from the jump, yo. She's not putting us all up. And Cody's like, no, well, then why are we keeping her around? Why are we doing that? She's not gonna win HOH, yo. It's like, okay.
Actually, something we should do.
I mean, look, we've got 2 more days to figure this out. We've got 2 more days to figure this out. And it's like, yeah.
Perfect. That was perfect.
So, it's still not completely lost. It's still something that they are considering and thinking about.
Fuck.
It's still on Tyler, but they've got 2 days to think about it. Not a guarantee at this point. Percentage. I mean, I
probably still like 90.
They decided on Tyler. I would say, I would still say like 7 to 10% chance.
Yeah.
It's really diminishing
No,
here.
that was bad.
I think 7 is 7%.
Yeah, it's small.
7%. Tyler could help himself. Christmas could hurt herself. Memphis could hurt Christmas's chances. Tyler could also hurt himself. Or he could do nothing and they could just talk more and they could figure out other scenarios. I think, personally, I think the key is that Tyler needs to make an emotional, and I've said this a few times, an emotional plea to Cody. He needs to convince Cody that he will be loyal to him. Cody operates on loyalty. Cody plays the game.
I did see the news that
loyalty.
PlayStation's like updating the trophy system,
which
I just find weird.
That's how Tyler plays too.
Like the scale used to be 1 through 100, now it's gonna be 1 through 999. It's like, why? Like, I mean, I guess because it's like that makes it so that you increase more often, I guess. But it's like, I don't know why they're doing that. Like, that seems like a weird fucking change, like a really pointless one.
He's more on the social side of things.
So we'll see where I'm at. I mean, I'm at 20, almost at 21 right now, which you would think I would be higher considering how many games I fucking play, but obviously I don't platinum many of them. I don't really complete a lot of them. I'm trying to think, like, what games do I even have the platinum in? Like, obviously the Telltale games, but that's like nothing. But I mean, like, what, AC2, Origins, Odyssey, Last of Us 2.
Yeah, but you're just gonna turn it around on me next.
What else do I have platinum in? Spider-Man.
It's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough because
Life is Strange, and that's nothing.
to keep Tyler. Like, it can't just be like, okay, I can maybe, it's like 45, 55.
I feel like there's one more and I can't think of it.
Okay, fine. I'll keep Tyler because it's like, okay, it's 45, 55.
Life is Strange 4 is still on too. And Life is Strange 2.
Take like 20
But
of
I forgot what the other one is. I feel like there's one more.
convincing Nicole to do this, making sure Enzo is on the same page.
And I'm like really fucking close on like certain other games, like Horizon and AC Brotherhood. Even Revelations, I'm relatively close. Yeah.
I'm not sure it's in.
I'm really close on Hellblade. Like all I need to do is get all the collectibles. And like I only missed one on my last playthrough, so that was bullshit.
Enzo says to Cody, he's like, yeah, Tyler, yo, Tyler's telling me that you're gonna crush me in the final 2, yo. Cody's like, oh yeah, like you can't know that. What is he talking about? What is he doing that? And he's like, yeah, yo. He doesn't get that the jury's gonna be bitter, yo. That's, he doesn't understand it, yo. And So this is Enzo, I think, again, it's got in his head, but this is a phenomenon. There's something called the backfire effect, which is that when you present somebody with information that it goes against what they already believe, that it will often like strengthen their own views. So like if Enzo believes that he will beat Cody in the final two because he thinks that Kevin and Devon and David and Ian are all bitter against Cody because he's talked to them and they seemed very bitter, and that's his evidence. They're bitter against Cody, so if I get to the final two with Cody, I'm gonna win. That's his original thesis, right? That's his original theory. If he thinks that, and Tyler says, no, Cody's gonna beat you. You get to the end, Cody will beat you. He's played a better game. He's played an amazing game. You're gonna get to the end. He's won so many more competitions. He's going to beat you. He's coming at Enzo with logic and evidence, right? What it can actually do is backfire and cause Enzo to double down on his original belief.
We're gonna get like a car segment like we did in Yakuza 0. A car fight or whatever, I'm assuming so.
Other side of the argument, he now feels like, well, I've addressed the other side of the argument now, and I disagree. My evidence is better, and that makes me even more confident in my own position, right? And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. That it did get into
that looked janky as shit. What the fuck was that? Yeah, we're in that car chase.
And now he feels like doubled down, and that I can beat Cody in the end. And it doesn't mean that it couldn't, stick with him, and maybe something else pops up, and maybe he starts to see more and more things. But I think right now he has doubled down on this idea that he can beat Cody. And a lot of that comes down to, I think, I talked about this at the time.
Yeah, it's like a shitty light gun game.
Before the triple eviction, Kevin was on the block, and Kevin was having long conversations with Enzo about how Cody wouldn't get his vote. Cody, he might be good at this game, but he's bad at jury management. Not gonna get my vote. I can't believe, the way he treats people. He thinks the world revolves around him because of how good looking he is, so on and so forth. And I said at the time, I made a tweet about it, that like Enzo and Danny at the time, when he was saying both things to both people, they had money signs in their eyes, like, this is perfect. I'm going to be able to take Cody to the end, and I'm going to beat him. And I think that is what's going on here. Enzo, he says it outright. The jury's bitter, yo. They're bitter. And so he really feels like he's going to be able to win against Cody.
What the fuck? How did I miss all those shots?
And that's where things stand. So that's the day. That's what we got. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will start to wrap this up here.
Okay, camera. Fine.
But again, I mean, this is why I really feel like we need to change the narrative around jury to encourage people to turn on their alliances and really make their own moves. Jade wants to know, Cody told Enzo that he's his number one. Do I think he's more loyal to Enzo or Nicole? I
think
am
Enzo
inclined
at this
to
point.
believe he's more loyal to Enzo. I think I've said that before. But he's also loyal to Nicole. He's just like a little bit more loyal to Enzo, in my opinion.
Fuck.
That's what I think. My winner pick is definitely Cody. I mean, Cody's the front runner. But I mean, he's in some trouble next week. It would be Cody, followed by Enzo, followed by my ratings last night were supposed to be 9 for Cody, 8 for Enzo, 7 for Memphis, 6 for Nicole, 5 for Christmas. Because I really feel like they're all ranked pretty like that. But I ended up going with a 9 for Enzo because Brent and Melissa were making good points. And Enzo is better positioned to get there, and just because I think the jury will vote for Cody, just because Tyler thinks the jury will vote for Cody, doesn't mean that we're right about that. Maybe Tyler's wrong, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe Enzo is right. So I ultimately went with the 9 for Cody. I would still personally feel more comfortable.
I haven't even
saying
paid attention to
that,
time.
Cody
Yeah, we're
is
like
the front runner.
36 minutes in.
Does anyone beat Cody if he makes it into the final two?
Probably.
Anybody could. I don't know. I do kind of feel like the jury will be bitter, but but here's the thing: if Cody has won like 8 competitions and everybody else has won like 2, I mean, that tends to mean a lot. So, what should Tyler have done differently to be more safe at this point? Don't tell Enzo about the committee. Don't talk bad about Cody. If Tyler...
Shoot? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. That was my own fault.
2017, when Vanessa was going to take Austin out, let's look at jury. And Austin went to her, like, begging. I will do anything. I am loyal. I am so loyal. And Vanessa was like, you know what? He's loyal. Like, this pathetic guy is so loyal. Like,
Okay.
alright, we'll keep up. That's, like, Tyler needed to... In my opinion, when Cody was at HOH, he said he's going to nominate Tyler. Tyler needs to just full on be like, you know what, bro, I deserve it. I tried to make a move. I didn't have time to come to you. I really should have. I never should have done that. I absolutely deserve to be on the block right now. Like, I owe you guys so much. You guys have done so much for me in this game. Like, I'm ready to ride to the end with you guys. Like, I'm so loyal. Like, just completely, like, play it up so much. Like, I'm ready to fall on my sword. Yeah, like, I barely wanted to be here in the first place. Like, I just want to see one of you guys win. You know, triple threat. You know, I so on and so forth, right? Stay loyal. Keep the message the same to both Cody and Enzo. So that Enzo, when Enzo and Cody compare notes, it's the same message. And if Cody feels like, you know what, Tyler is real loyal to us, then when he thinks about these scenarios, I really do feel like he would have gone the other way. I honestly do think that. And like, just the way that Cody talks about it, I've seen him come close to making the call to Pete Tyler, and then the thing that holds him back is, I can't trust him. He told Enzo about the committee. He went against me in the triples. You know, he's dangerous in this game. He talked about taking me out. Like, there's just not enough of a bond there. And it's something that Tyler's really dropped the ball with most of the season, which is that, like, we saw night 1, Cody went to Tyler like, hey, let's run this thing, man. And then it took them like 7 more days to actually start working together, and actually start bonding a bit. Like, Tyler has just never put in the effort with Cody in a significant way. And I do think that has been one of his downfalls here. Lauren wants to know, why does it benefit Enzo specifically to get rid of Tyler? He doesn't have to burn Memphis. That's the biggest thing. So if he gets rid of Tyler, then Memphis is still planning to take him to the final 2, which is fantastic for Enzo. That's the best case scenario. You know, he's basically locked into the final 3 at that point. It's very difficult to find a situation where he goes home because he still has Enzo, because he still has Christmas to a degree. He's got Nicole and he's got Cody. So he's very locked in all areas if he keeps Tyler.
Plan on ending when we got
around.
back to the gameplay, like normal gameplay.
And then he also keeps 2 potential, even 3 potential people that he can beat in the end. Nicole, Christmas, and Memphis, all people that Enzo could probably beat, or has a much better chance of beating in the end, as far as we're aware. So,
alright, 1, 2. Next,
it is pretty beneficial for him